Hello, everyone, and welcome to the weekly Galactic report. Today is Friday, the 13th, June 2025. And actually, I wanted to do a totally different report today, but a couple of hours ago, we all received the news about the attack of Israel versus Iran. And I would like to talk with you about that and how this is reflected by the astrology, the galactic astrology actually, happening today, Friday 13th. Um, I would like to talk with you not so much about the political aspect of the attack, but rather about the energetics behind all of that. I would like to encourage you to not be distracted by the images and by the news, and instead shine your light on it and bring out the dark, because that is what we are supposed to do here as a collective, I think, because it also lies in our power. We can feel what is happening without succumbing to fear, without succumbing to panic and to grief. It lies in our power to let our intuition blossom and use our discernment around all of it. I think this event is a call to action, to stay in calmness and get inward. So, with all of it shining the light on the event, we know that the darkness goes away. This is a very simple principle of the whole universe. But if we let our intuition, our imagination, and our creativity be hijacked by outer events, then the manipulation starts, and then we will not be able to stay in our focus, which should be peace and love and harmony. And this is something that is also reflected through Venus, because Friday normally is a Venus day. And let's talk about the astrology behind all of it. Venus, Cassiopeia, Andromeda. This is about reclaiming the sacred femininity or the sacred feminine in all of us. Because we enter today one of the most misunderstood portals in collective consciousness, which is Friday the 13th. This day is marked by superstition and fear, but in truth, it is steeped in our ancient capacity of love. Friday, as I said, belongs to Venus, and the number 13 echoes this dance that Venus does with Earth. It is a rhythm of 13 Venus years to 8 Earth years, and it represents the sacred ratio of love and heart. But in the past, this love was twisted because the day of Venus was turned into a day of shame. And the number of the goddess cast out as misfortune. It is a subtle but potent strike, especially of the Catholic Church against the feminine, and the sacred mysteries of the Cathars, and the mysteries of the Christ bloodlines, and the Knight Templars, and the Rosicrucians, and I could go on and on. It is a deep, deep rabbit hole, and of course, it is connected with what's going on between Israel and Iran as well. Today, the stars actually shine a light on all of this because Venus is home in Taurus, and it is conjunct to the royal star Shedia in Cassiopeia, and also Titawin in Andromeda. And both constellations are rooted in another mythology, in a mythology of mother and daughter, interestingly. Cassiopeia, the ancient Greek mythical proud queen, and her daughter Andromeda, who was sacrificed for her mother's vanity. And we know that sons love to go to war for their mothers. And again, we have a connection here with today's events unfolding. And across from Venus stands Lilith in, in Scorpio, and Lilith is the original exile. She now opposes both stars, Shadia and Titawin, and she pulls on the deep chords of our ancestral and soul memory. And the mother-daughter conflict awakens in this alignment because Cassiopeia needs admiration and Andromeda was chained and sacrificed for her. And we have Lilith who refuses to be silenced. So these mythic threads live in all of us, and through them we are asked, especially today and in the following days that come, where have we dimmed our light for love? And where have we sacrificed joy to preserve peace or to make peace through war? Is that even possible? And where have we inherited the unspoken pain of our maternal lines too? And again, I want to point at the conflict between Israel and Persia here. I would like to talk a bit about victimhood here, because victimhood is so often cloaked, and I see this in many of my client sessions. It is cloaked in the spiritual quest of healing, the mother wound, the daughter wound, the witch wound, the priestess wound. We can go on and on. And yet it is all rooted in victim consciousness. And if there is no victimhood claimed, then there is no wound to be healed. We have agreed to becoming the victim. This is not, yeah, we say in German, this is not a small frog to swallow, but here we are. And if we are not honest with ourselves, we can never heal. And then we cannot integrate and embody the beautiful gifts of the stars that await us, especially with this Venus-Lilith opposition. Because Venus conjunct Shadia, and this is what I wanted to talk about originally before knowing what was going on Terran political events. Venus conjunct Shadia radiates natural elegance, inner authority, and the remembrance of our priestess roles across dimensions. And Venus calls forth grace and dignity and the beauty of embodiment. And Venus conjunct Titawin in Andromeda activates our charisma, our courage, and our expression through love. It is a frequency of liberation and a reminder that we are here to reclaim our full voice, not just for ourselves, but for the lineages we carry. And Lilith's opposition makes the shadow visible. That is her eternal mission. She reveals what was silenced, what we agreed to be silenced within us, and she insists we no longer abandon ourselves for the sake of acceptance. So this Friday, the 13th, is no curse. It is a mirror to myth and to our memories too. And it is a portal to reclaim the sacred numbers. It is a portal to repair the feminine heart of ourselves, of the earth, and of our solar system and beyond. And we are here to rise as daughters, as mothers, as women. We are the wisdom keepers of love, the priestesses of the eternal flame of the divine feminine, and the sacred geometry of love. So today, on Venus Day, I am asking you to meditate, to reclaim and to repair the feminine heart of humanity, to love and not to war. And I'm going to finish this galactic report of this week with a light language transmission. Coming from the galactic heart itself. Ishtiar kontiananaia sein kanawea tek kararasit kosho alton tiokaros niopotoyo sanina koyo tia tedeyara tiras nanenia patik teshnanenia kon tia tataya sini koyo. Sanioa and Ananayako Tia Tik Doyono Yani Miti Tia Ranania Shano Koyane Hea Pitikara Soni Ania Tanea Soni Kania Shaninyawa Tenkanaya Antoronia Sochosh Teshania Konoyo Soni Hunia Kataya Red on Shiatakaya Sheninia Kwanini Huanani Tia Sonanani Kerash und Ash Toshkini Konia Tamini und Tia. And with this divine consciousness of our galactic heart, I wish you a beautiful weekend.